So hi friends, in this today's video, we are going to cover about the scope creep. So let's talk about the scope creep. Might be on the different interviews you have faced this type of question that why the scope creep happens and different scenario based questions on the scope creep actually. So right now I'm just going to just answer of all the questions that is related to the scope creep. So I would be just choosing the first five or six question that is being asked in the many many renowned company like Deloitte and Infosys and all. So in this all these scenario based questions. So before starting out, suggest that for all the scenario based question that I have been telling frequently that we have to use the star methodology. Okay, so in which actually we have to mention the and we have to understand while answering in fact that uh, if the situation has been given, so what is if the scenario has been given, so what is the situation? Okay, what are the tasks that we have to perform and what the action actually we are going to take and what the result it has been after doing that. So this is called the star methodology. So let's start with the question number one. That is the most frequently asked question in the scope creep section. So question number one is, how did you handle the scope creep when stakeholders requested additional features without changing the deadline? It's a very tricky question, but it is a more mostly asked question in the interview actually. So here, if we follow the star methodology, so we have here the situation in fact that suppose during the third sprint of our suppose e-commerce or xyz project that you have done, it's more important to relate this question with your one of your past project actually. So this is the most important thing. So keep in mind to relate all those things so that interviewer can just view that yes, this kind of situation candidate has gone through, and this is the experience that is telling this answer, not on the bookish language or any chat GPT or anything or the Google question this is. So it seems to that it is the situation which you have faced. So you can answer like that, that yes, during the sprint of my e-commerce project, stakeholders requested some AI-based product recommendation for the multi-currency support. Okay, so this is the situation you have gone through, and now you and how you have to answer. So, and if stakeholder is asking that, please include this multi-currency support feature. Okay, so but this feature was not in original scope actually. And when you went through with the team that what the development effort it would take, it's required a significant actually effort as well. So here the stakeholder request is also that the timeline and budget should be remain same actually. So as a scrum master, what has been your role? So the ideal answer, according to me, is that uh, you have to make sure that the sprint goal doesn't affect if you are taking this feature in the middle of the sprint actually. Okay, so your responsibility of as a scrum master here, so to ensure that the project is still on the track while balancing stakeholders expectations and the team workload. So what are the action you are going to perform here? So you'll have to indeed conduct a meeting with the product owner, because you are not alone aligned in this decision actually. So you'll have to conduct meeting with the product owner and the stakeholder to explain the impact on the additional requirements or the sprint goals if you are taking this task in the middle of the sprint. Okay, you'll have to also refine your backlog actually, okay, and to reprioritize the feature based on the business value. So as I always say is that whatever the increment you are doing, that should have a value. So you'll have to refine your backlog, and you'll have to reprioritize the feature based on the business value. Okay. So after that, if that agreement comes that yes, you can reprioritize the sum of the task, and you can just go with the remaining work, and you can just put out the work of AI facilitation of multi-currency support. Okay. So because you can just go ahead like that. But if you feel that the AI based recommendation, whatever is being asked, is not at all possible in this current sprint. Okay, so the practical scenario also comes when some feature is being added. From that feature, you are adapting yourself to just put the feature, but all the icing on the cake part is left behind. That the feature is being shown over there, that is working, but in not in a well structured way. So the feature has been added, but the added part has not been added. But in this case, if we are giving the multi-currency support, it is an individual task, which is the most important things, and it cannot be taken partially or with excluding some of the part. So this is not possible. So uh, that actually you will have to go with the plan with the PO and the stakeholder, and to tell that these are the work. This time is definitely required in this to um, do in fact. So it will take time. So this is not possible in this uh, current sprint actually. Okay, and at the same time, you'll have to also emphasize that the current sprint is also important. Okay, and so just doing the mutual conversation and coming to the parallel points, you can just take those things in the next sprint. So this is the action that as a Scrum Master you should take, but what is the result outcome now? So then after what happens, that the stakeholders actually they are also the human being. They are also can understand, and they also the the decision maker as well as, but they are also the thinking towards the business objective actually. So most of the point they most of the time actually they used to agree, and once they agree, so the expectation is managed now. Okay, and for the further plan actually we have to show them the how we are approaching. Okay, so as a result of this, what's happened that we have finally managed the expectations of the stakeholders. Okay, so we could have another 3 or 4 or 5 alternative solutions. As I have told that whenever the situation-based question is being asked, don't rely on the particular one answer actually to manage the expectation of interviewer as well. So other thing that we can just do like this, we have done that, negotiate and trade-offs. Okay, so we'll have to work on the product owner to replace less critical features with the high priority ones with the same timeline and budget as I have told. Then the second one comes like incremental release. Okay, propose a phased approach where additional features are delivered in the post launch updates without delaying the initial release. In fact, uh, sometimes the stakeholders are just rigid that they have to just do in particular in this sprint as well. So if they are just rigid, so we will have to cancel, in fact, the current sprint and just work on the stakeholders uh, requirement, giving the revised timeline and effort actually. Okay. Uh, So and but if this kind of things happens, which usually comes only 5 to 10% of the time, if stakeholder is not just managing the trade-offs, and they are not willing to they are not convinced, in fact. Okay. So, but yeah, if this kind of things happens, we'll have to also escalate to the management as well to let them understand. The second type of scenario also comes um, if that kind of things also comes in the future sprint. Okay, so how to take this? Okay, because stakeholders, once you have given some question to the stakeholders, so stakeholders always thinks sometimes that yes, now they have in fact the habit, okay, to just put the additional requirement all the times. So here actually the situation is that the stakeholders had a habit of introducing additional requirements mid-sprint, causing disruption to the scope creep. Okay, when the what are the tasks? So as a Scrum Master, what the task I have to perform here? So here actually, whenever the new kind of additional features used to come, our main first task is to just analyze those requirement and to understand that whether this could be included in the current sprint or not. If that could be included in the sprint, then we'll have to sit with the PO to prioritize tasks. So, but yeah, as action, as a Scrum Master, you have to just introduce a strict management process where whenever the scope changes occurs, in fact, so we have to get it approved first of all, because if that is not included in the initial uh, planning, okay, that has to be just channelized through the product owner, because he's the accountable for that actually, right? And you will have to also educate stakeholders through the channel of PO. So if this kind of things will be happening, this so the sprint goal may affected, and the quality of products can be hampered. Okay, so by introducing the agile concept, the problem that the team is facing with because of the regular change in the requirement, sometimes stakeholder also understand that yes, this is right, and we should limit ourselves, and can just put all those additional requirement through the change in management process, in fact. Okay, so alternative approach, we can take choose that is called the CCB. In fact, change a control board. The where we have to set up a formal review process where any scope changes require approval from the stakeholders committee actually. And whenever we have a time boxing feature request, so we have to allocate and fixed time per sprint of the handling urgent changes while maintaining the sprint stability as well, and the transparent burn down charts. So the impact of these, so this scope creep visually being burned down charts of highlight delays and all the last minute changes as well. So these are the processes, these are the things that you usually ask in the scope creep management. So I hope you have liked this section of the scope creep and how to manage. If you have any questions, or if you want to also put your own view in this question, you can please put so that we can have the different aspects of these questions. This is my perception that I have just put over there. If any other scenario you just feel, please to comment, and please support me, um, and encourage me so that in the future I could just post a video like this. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.